Do you have a movie that's been a smash hit in the box office? Does the movie have all the thrills and excitement of a night out with Kanye West? Does the film have the potential to be innovative and entertaining? Well, here at LGN we take all these factors, ignore them and turn out a giant pile of trash, designed solely to cash in on the movie and ignore things like fun or even the plots of the movie. After all, who actually wants to play a game based on a movie and have it have something to actually do with the movie? Madness. That is an actual excerpt from LJN's sales pitch, which in the 80s was apparently the best offer going around. As I'm sure you're all aware, they made a truckload of movie-based games which could have been awesome, but were this instead. So Back to the Future pits you as Marty McFly, who's gone back in time in a badass DeLorean and needs to not bang his own mother in order to get back to the future he needs to go back to the future. Man, that's so clever. Anyway, just like in the film, in order to get back to the future, Marty must run through Sweet Valley High, collecting all of Flavor Flav's cast-off clocks before the picture of his family at the bottom of the screen completely fades away and Marty vanishes into time and space, or something like that. Sounds like an easy task, but for some reason the whole of Sweet Valley High has decided to go on a murderous rampage and want McFly dead. As you're running up the streets, you have to watch out for hula girls, workmen carrying glass who can't seem to go more than 3 feet in any given direction, and men in spandex who, if they get you, seem to be only after one thing. Luckily, on your way you can pick up a skateboard to help you speed out of their way, or even a bowling ball that you can smash into their faces for extra bonus points. There's also been a plague of African killer bees that also seem to single out poor old Marty. This could be because they were a fan of his iconic look in the movies and are now mad at him because in the game he's apparently replaced that with John Travolta's look from Grease. Why not? As well as the upwards running levels, you have what I suppose would be the boss battles. To be fair, they are all sort of recognisable from the film. You have the diner where you have to fend off the bullies, 100 of them, in one try. And if you don't do that, you have to go back to the start of the previous level. Why not go back to the start of the level that you're actually on? It's doable, but it's frustrating. You also have a level in a school where you have to stop your mum's affection from hitting you so you don't get freaky. You have the part of the movie where Marty plays Johnny Be Good, which I must admit I did kind of enjoy. And finally you have to get the DeLorean to 88 miles an hour while avoiding the custard lightning which slows you down. After each of these boss levels, you're sent back to the streets to repeat the same 4 levels over and over, but with a slightly different colour palette, and extra bees. Don't forget the bees. During the street levels, you're treated to some of the worst looping music. It's meant to be one of the tracks from the film, Power of Love I think, but it's not recognisable at all. There are only 4 seconds of it played, on loop, forever. Maybe it's a metaphor. Maybe LGN are just shit. Graphically, the game isn't the worst, but none of it has anything to do with Back to the Future really, and you don't even get to see Doc, and that is unforgivable. Marty does actually control pretty well, which is surprising, but it doesn't really mean anything, as this game is just a basic waste of time. Why do movie companies allow AGN to make the games, I don't know. They're like the video game equivalent of UE Ball,